This bread is beautiful and delicious and is filled with warm aroma of spices that brings us joy and happiness and beautiful memories of Easter and Christmas. And this is one of the best breads for making French toast the next day morning. It's so easy to make this bread and we don't need any special equipments to make this simple bread. So in this video, let's see how to make this delicious sweet Easter bread. To make the bread dough, I'm pouring in some lukewarm water, sugar, salt, and yeast. Stir until all our ingredients get dissolved. Adding butter. Here I'm using butter which is kept at room temperature. It's very soft and it's easy to blend them all together. We can use melted butter as well. Now adding flour. Combine them all together. Now transfer the dough onto a clean work surface and we need to knead the dough. This is not a very sticky dough and so it will be easy for us to knead the dough, but it's soft and so in the beginning of kneading we may get tempted to add more flour into this, but don't do that. Just continue to knead and you will see all those extra moisture will get absorbed and our dough will become soft and smooth in about 5 minutes. Now cover the bowl and let the dough rise for 1 hour in a warm environment. After 1 hour, our dough has risen slightly. Now we are going to add those special ingredients into this bread that will make our bread the best Easter bread. I've taken half a cup of raisins. We can use dried cranberries or a mix of some chopped nuts as well. I'm adding zest of 1 orange that will add a nice flavor to our bread. I'm also adding some freshly ground nutmeg. Adding around half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder. I've added just enough spices so that the smell of those spices will simply elevate our bread to as good as a delicious sweet dessert. Now I'm adding this mix into our dough. Here I'm deflating the dough and at the same time incorporating the raisins into the dough. Our dough is now ready. Let's divide it into 3 equal parts. To make beautiful braided bread, it's better to use a kitchen scale so that we can divide them equally. Now deflate the dough and simply tuck in the edges towards the center and roll this into smooth round balls. Now let them rest for 8 to 10 minutes. This will give some time for the gluten strands to relax, which will make the shaping easier. So it's been 8 minutes. Now let's flatten the dough and roll it like a jelly roll of approximately 15 centimeters in length. And now take the first one that we shaped and roll it out to a thin drop of approximately 60 centimeters in length. While doing this step, just make sure the surface is clean. If there is flour on the surface, we will find it difficult to roll and elongate the dough. So we completed all of them, and now we need to dust the dough with some flour so that they will not stick to each other and will make the shaping smoother and easier. Now let's braid our bread. It's so easy. Arrange them parallel to each other and then just bring the one on right over to the middle and then the left over to the middle and simply continue towards the end. Now bring both the ends together. I'm transferring this onto a parchment-lined baking sheet. Now cover and let the dough ring sit and rise for 80 to 90 minutes. We need more rising time than a regular bread recipe, as this bread uses slightly more butter and sugar. After 80 minutes, our dough has risen well. I'm giving an egg wash which will give a nice shine and beautiful golden brown color to our bread when baked. Now it's ready to go into the oven, so bake it at 350 Fahrenheit or 180 C preheated oven for around 35 minutes. After baking, we'll get beautiful braided bread that smells amazing. It's the delicious combination of smell of fruitcake and a freshly baked bread. The crust may not be soft when it is just out of the oven, but when it starts to cool down, it will turn soft. We can top it with some icing. It's so easy to make. Just combine 1 or 2 tablespoons of milk with 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar and half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Our bread is so good. It has juicy plumpy raisins inside and it is filled with the heavenly aroma of spices. And another good thing is that this is one of the best breads for making French toast. We don't need to add any extra spices as this bread itself is infused with it. So the next day morning, enjoy the best French toast as well. Hope you like this Easter bread recipe. Hope you will make this at home and I'm pretty sure everybody will love it. And if you like this video, please give a thumbs up and please don't forget to share this recipe with your friends and family who love sweet breads. And thank you so much for your love and support and thanks for watching this video. See you next time.